Students, today in part 7 we discuss about decimal multiplications and divisions. Now the first one, multiplication of decimal by 10, 100, 1000 and so on. So when we are multiplying any decimal number by 10, 100, 1000 and so on, the decimal point in the product we have to shift to the right by as many zeros as they are in 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Now for example, if you multiply any decimal number by 10, you have to shift the decimal after one place. When you are multiplying by 100, you have to shift the decimal after two places. When you are multiplying by 1000, you have to shift the decimal after three places. Remember the direction. Now let us solve some examples here. First one is 1.5 into 10. As we are multiplying by 10, we have to shift the decimal after one place. So we have the decimal here, shift the decimal after 5. Then we get here 15 as product. End of the number, no need to write the decimal. Now here 1.5 into 100. So as it is 100, we have to shift the decimal after two places. But we have only one place here. So second place you have to insert 0. Then you move the decimal. Then the answer is, then the product is 150. Now 1.5 into 1000. As it is 1000, we have to shift the decimal after three places. But we have only one place. So other two places you have to insert two zeros. Then it became three places. Now shift the decimal. Now the product is 1500. Now come to the next example. 3.29 into 10. So you have to shift the decimal after one place. It is 32.9. Now 3.29 into 100. Now you have to shift the decimal after two places. So end of the number you get the decimal. So you write here 329. Now next 3.29 into 1000. So you have to shift the decimal after three places. But we have only two places. So third place you insert 0. Then you move the decimal. Then we get 3290. Now come to some more examples. 4.536 into 10. So shift the decimal after one place. Now the product is 45.36. Now 4.536 into 100. Now shift the decimal after two places. It means that 453.6 we get. Now the same number if you multiply by 1000, you have to shift the decimal after three places. So end of the number we get the decimal. So the product is 4536. Now another number 78.1234 into 10. As it is 10, so shift the decimal after one place. Then the product is 781.234. Children, you are observing? Now you see here 78.1234 into 100. So you have to shift the decimal after two places. Now the product is 7812. It means 7812.34. Now the same number if you multiply by 1000, you have to shift the decimal after three places. Then we get that 78,123.4. So this is the way we multiply the decimal numbers by the numbers 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Now division of decimals by 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Just it is quite opposite of multiplication. The decimal point in the quotient we have to shift to the left by as many zeros as they are in 10, 100, 1000 and so on. It means when you divide any decimal number by 10, you have to shift the decimal before one place. By 100 means two places before. By 1000 means three places before you have to shift towards left. See the direction here. Now let us solve some sums here. 3.2 divided by 10. So you have to shift the decimal before one place towards left direction. So here So after 3 actually we have, before 3 we get, so 0.32. So there is no whole number part, we can write 0. If you did not write 0 also no problem, but you write the decimal very clear when you are writing. Next, 3.2 divided by 100. So you have to shift the decimal towards left before 2 places. We have only one place here. So insert 1 0. Then the answer is 0.032. Now the same number if you divide by 1000, you have to shift before 3 places. But we have only one place. So insert 2 zeros. Then the answer is 0.0032. Now next one, 25.6 divided by 10. Shift the decimal before one place. Answer is 2.56. Now the same number if you divide by 100, shift the decimal before two places, then we get 0.256 as quotient. Now the same number if you divide by 1000, you have to shift before 3 places. As we have only 2 places, insert the third place with 0. Then the quotient is 0.0256. Now come to few more examples. 45.27 divided by 10. Now you have to shift the decimal before one place. Then we get 4.527. The same number if you divide by 100, shift the decimal before two places. 0.4527 we get as quotient. Now the same number if you divide by 1000, now shift the decimal before 3 places. As we have 2 places, third place you insert 0, then we get quotient 0.4527. Now here see, 398.2 divided by 10. Shift the decimal before one place, then we get quotient 39.82. Next one, 398.2 divided by 100. Shift the decimal before two places. Then the quotient 3.982. And the last one, 398.2 divided by 1000. Now shift the decimal before three places. We get as a quotient 0.3982. So this is the way we can do easily the multiplication of decimal numbers and the division of decimal numbers by 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Now let us solve some exercise sums here. Now you see here some examples. Now here while doing multiplication of decimal numbers, now multiply the whole numbers ignoring the decimal point. Now in the product we have to put the decimal point by counting from right. Now 0.3 into 9. What are the whole numbers here? 3 and 9. 3 9s are 27. First you multiply whole numbers. Now here after decimal you have one place. So count from right one place and place the decimal, which is 2.7. 0.05 into 7. Multiply the whole numbers. 5 7s are 35. Now here after decimal we have two places. So count two places from the right and place the decimal. You can write 0 as a whole number part. It is your wish, or else place the decimal very clear. Next here 2 into 0.86. Now you have to multiply 2 and 86. Then we place the decimal in the product. 2 6 are 12. 2 carrying 1. 2 8s are 16 plus 1 17. Now here after decimal we have two places. So count two places from the right and place the decimal, which is 1.72. 123.001 into 5. So multiply 1,23,001 and 5. Then we place the decimal. 5 ones are 5. 5 zeros 0. 5 zeros 0. 5 threes are 15. 5 carrying 1. 5 twos are 10 plus 1 11. 1 carrying 1. 5 ones are 5 plus 1 6. Now here after decimal we have three places. So count three places from right. 1, 2, 3. Then place the decimal here. Then the product is 615.005. The next one is 1.5 into 0.3. Both are decimal numbers. But you multiply only whole numbers. 15 threes are 45. Now count the decimal places in both decimals. Here after decimal 1 place. Here after decimal 1 place. Total 2 places. So count 2 places from the right and place the decimal here. Whole number part is 0. Now here 0.2 into 210.8. Now multiply 2108 into 2, then we place the decimal. 2 8s are 16, 6 carrying 1, 2 zeros 0, 0 plus 1 1, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Now here after decimal 1 place and here also after decimal 1 place. Total 2 places. Count 2 places from right. 1, 2 and place the decimal here. 42.16. Now 0.5 into 0.05. So now whole numbers are 5 and 5. 5 5s are 25. Now count the decimal places. In the first decimal we have 1 place. In the second decimal we have 2 places. Total 3 places. But here we have only 2 places. 1, 2. The third place you have to insert 0. Then you place the decimal. 0.025. The last one 1.07 into 0.02. Now multiply 107 by 2, then we place the decimal. 2 7s are 14, 4 carrying 1, 2 zeros 0, 0 plus 1 1, 2 1s are 2. Now count the decimal places here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places, but we have only 3 places here. Place the decimal here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place the 0 in the fourth place and place the decimal. So answer is 0.0214 is the product. This is the way we multiply the decimal numbers. Now let us solve some divisions. 0.45 divided by 5. So first 0.45 we are dividing by 5. First divide whole number part. 5 zeros 0, 0 minus 0 0. Shift the decimal to the quotient place. Take 4 here. 4 is not divisible by 5. Again 5 zeros 0. 4 minus 0 4. Take 5. 5 9s are 45. Remainder is 0. Hence the quotient is 0.09. Now come to the next one. 7 divided by 3.5. This 7 divided by 3.5 can be written as 7 by 3.5. It means here the divisor is decimal number. When the divisor is decimal number, we can't do the division. We have to eliminate the decimal first. For that, you see in the divisor, we have after decimal only 1 place. So to eliminate, we multiply by 10. With the same 10, we have to multiply the numerator. Why we are doing means the value will not be changed here. So 7 tens are 70. 3.5 into 10 means we shift the decimal after 1 place, which is 35. 35 ones, 35 twos are 70. So 7 divided by 3.5 is 2. Next one, 88.5 divided by 0.15. Again the divisor is decimal number with 2 places. So 88.5 by 0.15. To eliminate the decimal here, we have to multiply by 100. With the same 100, you multiply the numerator. The value will not be changed. So when you are multiplying 88.5 by 100, move the decimal after 2 places. We have only 1 place, so we insert 0. So we get here 8850, and here if you multiply by 100, the decimal we move after 2 places, which is 15. So by cancellation 15 ones, 15 519s. 590s. So the quotient is 590. Now let us solve some word problems here. Find the area of rectangle whose length is 6.2 centimeters and breadth is 4 centimeters. Now see the solution. What is the length of rectangle? 6.2 centimeters. Breadth is 4 centimeters. As we know the formula, area of rectangle is length into breadth. So 6.2 into 4. Now multiply here. 4 2s are 8. 4 6 are 24. After decimal we have 1 place. So we count from right 1 place before we write 24.8 square centimeters. So always area is measured in square units. Children, units are very important. After finding the product, you have to write for area square units, that is square centimeters. Now the last word problem. The a side of a regular polygon is 3.5 centimeters. The perimeter of the polygon is 17.5 centimeters. How many sides does the polygon have? Tell me, what do you mean by polygon? A polygon is a simple closed figure bounded by line segments like triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon, septagon and so on. But what is a regular polygon? Polygon with equal sides like square, equilateral triangle, like that. So for regular polygon, a side is given 3.5 centimeters and the perimeter of the polygon is given 17.5 centimeters. Perimeter means the total length of the boundary. Now you have to find that how many sides does the polygon have. Now to find this number of sides in the polygon, the perimeter you have to divide by the each side of a polygon. It is 17.5 divided by 3.5. As the divisor is decimal number here, we have to eliminate the decimal first. So 17.5 by 3.5. Now here in the divisor, after decimal we have one place. So you multiply by 10. With the same 10 you multiply the numerator. Now 17.5 into 10 means we shift the decimal after one place, which is 175. 3.5 into 10 means we shift the decimal after one place. So we get 35. 35 ones, 35 fives, 175. It means that a polygon contains 5 sides. 5 sides means what is the name of the polygon? It's a pentagon. So pentagon with equal sides. So in the polygon we got here number of sides in a polygon, total 5 sides. So this is the way we have to solve the word problems. Okay children, I hope you understand this division and multiplication of decimals. We meet in the next class with one more interesting concept. Complete the given assignment sums. Thank you.